so easily. They're not doing
it's easy
effective
grooming.
research.
I mean, everybody can find that target, and then also when you talk about somebody being vulnerable like that, you're looking for someone to give you some information, and if you lie with confidence, it is perceived as truth.
There you go.
In the midst of one of his divorces, the wife took his dentures.
Shut up.
Yeah. So, with that being said, what is the most petty thing you've done in the midst of a breakup?
I ain't even gonna lie. The most pettiest thing I ever did, I took the toilet seat.
My next guest has more hats than Chris Griffin.
Facts.
He's never seen without a snapback. He loves Mario Go-Kart, drinking beer from wine glasses, and battle rap is a love language.
I'm a fancy guy type of guy.
Fancy type of guy. Give it up for Kelvin. For the crowd.
I ain't heard the word snapback in I don't know how many years.
How many podcasts are you participating in right now?
Oh man, so with our conglomerate, it's 4 of us. But I be hopping on everybody else's podcast too, man. Like I said, I'm inspired by other people when they're podcasting too. So whenever they have an open slot for me, I hop on their podcast and try to do it too.
So have you gotten pressed for something you said on the podcast yet?
Man, not yet. I gotten roasted off, like not on camera, but I've gotten roasted all the time about it.
About what?
I got roasted because I said I had a street name. My last podcast I did, I said, because the alias that I go on my podcast, I call myself Kev, always been a Don. And so my cousins roasted me for like 4 hours because I was like, yeah, that's my street name. And they was like, yo, you're not even from the streets. So I was like, all right, well, yeah, I tried. So
what's the most prevalent argument that you've seen based on an episode of a podcast you've been on?
Man, that's a great question. So I would say one thing that argument that I've had is basically the question I always get asked is, when you're a content creator, how do you keep control of what's actually happening? It's kind of hard because you really want to actually know that person, but be also in control of what's going on so it doesn't get out of control. Mm-hmm. And that's what, like, when we podcast, that's my biggest thing is I want people to sit in the room and be able to express themselves freely without somebody sitting there being offended by what they're saying and stuff like that. Because you can be passionate about what you're saying, but at the same time, it can be in a respectable manner where it could be 2 men, a man, a woman, anything, and you can say what you have to say. So yeah, just basically being able to be opinionated and not being, attacked for being opinionated. That's probably the biggest thing I try to keep in control. So
what's the last? Well, I'm gonna get into some problematic questions. I
love it, man. I love it.
What's the last woman phrase you used?
Ooh, man. Shit is crazy. That's probably, like, my girlfriend says that all the time, so I use her a lot.
You might want to use the other one for that one then.
What, the gay phrase? Gay phrase?
Because that's what
I was going to say, don't you
need
gay phrase?
For
I changed it based on our conversation.
Yeah, no. And the thing about it is when you're talking to women,
mm-hmm.
saying the gay phrase is harder for us because we don't look at it more on that, especially when, versus a heterosexual man.
Because they want to be one of the girls. So,
yes.
So it kind of...
Except for when you're talking to a heterosexual man.
Okay.
So with a heterosexual man, he's not going to relate to a woman phrase, but he will relate to when he hear a man say something that sounds like a woman. In his mind, it becomes a gay phrase. But in our mind, when you ask us a gay phrase, we don't hear it like that.
Yeah.
Because when we hear them guys talk, they're just emulating who they would like.
They're saying stuff we say.
Yeah, they're emulating who they're trying to connect with, who they feel with on the inside. Which 9 times out of 10, it might have came from the woman came from one of us.
Okay.
So asking him that would have been good on the gay phrase.
So
Have
you used a gay phrase lately?
Man, I don't even know what a gay phrase is. Like, just explain it. Explain it.
This is what we like to call example central. Gay phrases include period.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sis.
Yes.
Oh, my God, that crown queen.
That thing is thangin'.
That thing is thangin'.
I've never done it before. Never.
Never.
Like, never.
Not after.
Not even as a joke. Like, I've never done it.
Oh man, you're not living life.
I mean, no. So don't get me wrong. I joke about a lot of things, and but again, how y'all were talking. You know, I'm comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sheltered as well.
He wasn't exposed to that type of energy.
Right.
So he doesn't. It's not a part of his world. He doesn't attract it, so he can't put it
Right.
out.
It doesn't.
It doesn't register with him.
Right. So it's just like it's one of those things like because my dad's side of the family is from Queens, New York. Like
it really don't register with you.
You know what I'm saying? So like my jokes go to old school type of things. Like that's where things with us. We joke all the time. Like that's where my things like Martin Lawrence and stuff of that nature. Like I'm on that type of thing, and I'm trying to actually bring that kind of back because again, when they were joking back in the day, it was unfiltered, and you didn't have everybody took it as a joke. It wasn't nowadays. It's like you got to be kind of careful what you say. Right. So.
Okay, so next problematic question. Have you ever been married before?
No.
How long you been with this lady?
4 years.
Kids?
No.
No kids? Okay.
No kids.
All right. So a question centered around the story that I just recently came across.
Okay.
This podcast was doing a profile on this boxer named Leon Spinks.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know Leon Spinks?
I've heard of him.
So he's famous for
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's famous for like not having his front teeth, and he beat Muhammad Ali as a massive underdog.
Right.
So in the story in the breakdown, they were saying exactly. So with that being said, what is the most petty thing you've done in the midst of a breakup that you've taken or had taken from you?
Ooh, man.
Does it have to be a breakup?
Is that all of us? This question's to all of us?
Everybody.
But does it have to be
Oh.
a breakup? Can it
Petty
just be
and a
in
breakup.
an argument?
All of that.
Because I'm not petty and breakups.
I ain't even gonna lie. The most pettiest thing I ever did, I took the toilet seat, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was wild. I took the toilet seat.
Couldn't stand for that shit, huh?
Yeah, no. I was just like, yo, like, I was mad. I'm like, nah. And the funny thing about it is I had paid for the toilet seat before, like, that whole situation went down with, like, the ex. So I was just like, nah, let me grab the toilet seat. I'm grabbing everything I bought and I'm taking it out of the crib.
I've heard that before. I've actually heard a person take the whole entire toilet.
Yo, that's wild.
You know how angry you gotta be to take a full toilet out? That's rage.
Yo,
what did you do, petty queen?
It's a tie.
Oh.
Between completely disorganizing the whole room and leaving for him to clean it up and locking him in the bathroom by just like putting my feet out against the door and no, can't move.
Oh,
how long was he in there?
Until he literally almost like had a mental breakdown. Then
was he claustrophobic?
I don't know. I just know that I didn't know what was going on. I don't know.
Oh, mercy.
I know.
I know how that could have happened. Mom, what about you?
Oh, I also Mike Tyson. Well, is it Mike Tyson? Who bit? No.
Mike Tyson.
Who
Mike Tyson bit Holyfield.
Yeah, I bit his ear.
You bit his
I
ear?
did not. She never learned none of.
Oh, man.
We're putting this on a motherfucking record right now.
She didn't get that from me.
No, literally. Literally.
Yeah.
She never learned any of this stuff. Like, I be shocked as hell.
Yeah.
I be like, Lana, where you get this from, though? And then this is the thing all the girls do. All of them. So when they're ready to do their shit or whenever they're doing something, they'll disappear. They'll just disappear. And they won't come back till they've got to act it out and do whatever the hell they wanted from their mindset, from their whatever.
That's accurate?
Yeah.
My girls. I have her and then my adopted daughter and then I have my goddaughters. They go to some man, boy, with all... We ain't got no babies around. Ain't no little kids. They grown.
You do your dirt, come back clean.
But I don't come back clean. And this the thing, like they'll be gone. They'll call me. We see each other. They come over, but they'll be gone, and then they don't ever really talk about what goes over there. And I'm not gonna pry.
Okay.
Because this child has confessed her soul to me so many times. Like I'm a literal priestess, and I'm her priestess too.
Yeah.
She confesses her soul to me.
Okay.
So. I know it all.
So
almost all of it. I know she might be keeping some because she ain't ready yet, but I know just about all of it.
You know everything the world knows.
Okay.
The world
everything
knows.
The world knows.
Coded
The world
messages.
knows. Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's
and
the petty
she
thing?
got to tell me before she put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what's the petty thing that you've had taken or taken?
But I've never. I haven't.
You never had a person do anything petty in a breakup?
No, someone do something petty to me. And then you know what?
What?
They could have done something petty, but because I don't resonate in that state of mind, I wouldn't have even known it was being petty.
I know the pettiest thing.
Who? What?
With my dad, when he was in the shower.
Oh, that's petty?
That's petty. That was petty.
I didn't know that was petty. Okay, her dad was an asshole.
That's petty.
Okay, now that I got a definition of what the
it.
fuck petty. In my eyes, petty is a different thing. Like, this what you did taking the toilet seat, that's kind of petty.
It's
no,
petty.
See,
Yeah.
what I was doing was I was basically going to whoop your ass without putting my hands on you.
What happened in the shower? The shower is like...
You know, because you wet, you naked, you vulnerable in that moment. And when you taking advantage of other people's vulnerability just because you think you motherfucking can, then hey, it is what a TI is.
What you do?
So I used to collect figurines, like glass, hard, heavy, crystal ass figurines, but I don't have an attachment to things because I think I can always go get it again.
Okay.
I'll find it if I have to, you know?
Okay.
And so her dad's a literal jerk. Like, I was in that stage of people pleasing in my life because of my own. So, you know, I would be like, so what would you like for dinner? You know, housewife without the ring type bullshit. You know, what would you like for dinner? And this nigga would come home from work and treat me like I was them white people at work, like I was the motherfucking enemy, instead of taking that bullshit out on them.
Right.
So he would sit there and... So we talking about, I let this build up and build up. And the nigga be in the shower and I'm asking him something that he doing, and I'm at that's that,
Okay.
man, crystals. While he in the damn shower, and I used to pitch.
Yo. Wait. Very good
And I
question. Overhand or underhand?
Huh? No, just like this.
Oh.
No, I'm aiming. I taught my brothers how to play football.
Hey.
I'm aiming. No, and he would be in the shower, we in the townhouse.
Wait, you said he would be in the shower.
In the shower,
you
butt
done
naked
this
over there.
more than one time?
Huh?
You done this more than one time?
Probably. He was in the shower. This is how I knew not to allow men like this in my life because they took me there. And I would stand and I would be, because you know the stairs to go down. And I would sit there and I would have my little things and I would, boop! Oh!
Yo.
Boop!
Oh, man.
The lighter ones. Boop!
Yo.
And throw them bad boys and then go on about my damn business.
If that's not petty, what would you call it?
Vindictive?
Okay.
I don't know.
That was revenge right there.
Revenge, payback,
That was revenge.
Okay.
payback.
All right.
Because, you know, for me, petty is when you doing shit tit for tat. He ain't never did, like, it wasn't a tit for tat. It was a, you got me fucked up. I don't have to be here because, nigga, I'm allowing you in my life.
I feel
Like, that's
was
the
powerful.
energy I come from.
Word.
So I'm allowing you in my life because I promise you I can raise her by myself. I don't know. Like I'm trying to do this as a team. I'm giving you the opportunity and you treating me like that bitch over there. Like, no. So it was from that energy. It wasn't from, like,
petty.
I don't know. For me, petty is, like taking the toilet seat. You know, she about to get ready for work, so you gonna hide all the eyelashes.
And leave with the eyelashes.
Yo, the hypothetical was better than the actual thing.
I ain't never wore eyelashes
stick 'em to
in
the
my
wall.
life.
Bruh. Oh.
Or that's what I think when people say petty. I'm thinking about playing jokes because you're not me. I ain't give a fuck if you walked out the goddamn door, nigga. I'm letting you know you won't notice. Boop.
With the overhand.
And then if your ass don't want to keep getting bopped, so that I ain't gotta go to jail for these bops.
He couldn't even go nowhere. He in the shower, like he can't even.
You ain't about to chase me out the motherfucking house.
Nah.
Cause let me tell you about running like a track star.
Bruh. Yeah. lot is being revealed.
Look, Memoirs of an Earth Angel. My truth has
I feel
always
that.
been out there.
Oh,
I ain't
man.
never hid it, ain't never lied on
Hey,
it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Man.
Oh, damn. But yeah, okay. If that's considered petty, then that's fine. That would be it. But and then after that, I told myself I'll never be with somebody that'll take me there.
Nah, that's a fact.
And I never did.
My jaw's hurt.
Petty. Every time I hear that, I be
Man. All right.
Yo. Yo, I just like image that right now. Like he really can't do no jukes because he gonna fall, and that's gonna make it worse.
And you would hear it be like,
Right.
oh! Like every single one. I feel like 3 to 5, depending on how angry I was.
Hey, yo, that's hilarious.
And then what's so crazy is you gotta think, it's hitting him through the plastic ass shower line.
Oh, so he not even seeing it coming.
No.
Oh.
It might be better. It might be better because this thing about you, what you doing? Wildest first date comment or action you've ever witnessed?
So when I took a girl out one time, she told me how much money I had in my pocket. She asked me how much money I had in my pocket because her mom told her that you paid a ride or something like that, something of that nature. Yeah, it was wild. It was the wildest. And I looked.
Oh no, she asked you. She
Yeah,
didn't
she-
just tell
I
you.
thought
Yeah,
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I was like,
saying.
So,
she
my
counting
bad.
your money.
Yeah, you know. So we were on a date, and she literally asked me how much money I had. Like she was like, "Are you like how much money you got in your pocket?" And I was like, "What?" And she just like went into like, yeah, basically, my mom told me not to hang around broke people, and you know, you got to pay to ride. And I was like, "Oh yeah, true." And I
Because
walked in
she
my
was
car and left.
automatically under the assumption that she
Right.
was giving you some ass.
Right, exactly. So I
Because
was,
she was assuming you was gonna try to get some ass
Right.
when you wasn't even thinking about
Hey,
it.
yo, that was the wildest thing to me because she still didn't
Wait,
even know.
let's revisit that. When you take a girl out on a date,
Mhm.
you take a girl out on a date because you envision yourself having sex eventually, right?
I mean, yeah,
But
but
not
like,
that day.
but not.
Yeah,
but-
not that day, yeah.
Yeah, not that day. Like I really got to know who you are as a person because like
you could tell
you-
from his energy.
like yo, I can't just have sex with anybody. Like I gotta know who
Remember, he
you
was
are.
sheltered.
Yeah, like because boy, people.
Oh, why you
That's
laugh?
the way you just said it, that's all.
No,
That's the way you said it.
but here's how he said it,
Yeah.
so you can understand him.
Yeah, word. Nah, that's facts. Like I just like yo because I've seen the wildest things of all time, yo. Like so. Like that's why I gotta know who you are. Like, because you don't know nowadays. Like, you could talk to somebody, they could tell you your name, and they can be doing the wildest stuff, and you would not know. So, like, that's just me.
Oh,
Like,
the girl gave you her street name?
it was really wild. To think about
What
it.
you got?
Which one is it better?
That's what.
Man.
I was waiting on a few because he said because I was dropping them.
Actually, you know what? I thought it was gonna be the dude. I don't know if you remember the bigger dude on Valentine's Day that took me out and drove me somewhere else. And I was like, nah, motherfucker type. But no, there was this one guy that I went to go on a date with. He takes the cake. Okay. So the hotel that remember I told you earlier, we stayed in a hotel.
Mhm.
Hotel we stayed in was off Thornton Road.
Okay.
Up Thornton Road is an Applebee's,
Okay.
right?
You
So-
want the 2 for $20?
Oh yeah, I was good with the 2 for $20. I think that's exactly what we got too.
Okay.
Oh, the goat.
Because it was one of them like 9 o'clock at night, late night run, let me take you out type days.
Okay.
You
Word,
know?
okay.
Okay, because I was a bartender.
Okay.
So you know,
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, if you taking me out on a date, it's gonna have to be after 8 p.m. any damn way, because she getting the homework done.
Mhm.
I'm cooking. I'm getting that's priority number one.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you're not even getting time, and then if you was who I chose to be that fuck buddy,
Mm-hmm.
then 9 times out of 10 I'm waiting till she go to bed, and she always went to bed about 10 o'clock,
Mhm.
and then I would dip, and then would be back by 4 a.m. So that when she woke up, she ain't had no idea.
Yeah.
She ain't had no idea, you
Yeah.
know.
I don't
So
start until about 6
yeah, 'cause she's dead to the world when she goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Like ain't no movement. I'm gone. You can't even wake her up.
Okay.
So this one time, this man asked me to Applebee's. We go to Applebee's. We sit there and everything, and I just have this weird, uncomfortable feeling about him.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know if maybe it was just me projecting insecurities onto him. And me, I love to dress. And this is back when I wear a lot of colors, so I had my badass outfit, my Steve Madden silver stilettos. I was ready, you know? We sitting here chilling in Applebee's. He had a beer. I would only drink something like light because I make sure to be aware all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I was drinking something like Armoretta Sour or something like that.
Okay.
And we did, if it wasn't the 2 for $20, then it was like some kind of platter.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm barely eating meat back then because I'm trying to transition into
Okay.
something different. And so we're eating, and as we're sitting there, he drinks, he gets another beer, he drinks another beer, he's sitting there chilling, and he says, "Oh yeah, my wife will love you."
Hey, yo.
And I was like,
You.
"Wait, what?" And he was like, "Yeah, my wife will love you.
I have
You're
follow-up questions.
perfect."
I have follow-up questions.
I was like, I'm perfect for what? And he was like, to go back. I was like, what about me ever gave you that idea?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, that's what it is around here. If you're trying to be like, if you're trying to keep up with Atlanta and da-da-da-da-da, then this is the crowd you need to be with, because out here, the line. There's 9 women to every man. Out, da-da-da-da-da. Back in the day, there's 7 women to every man. There's 5 women to whatever the fuck that nigga wanted to push off to you to make you
like
think that there was a plethora of women out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want you to think, that you got to go gunning for them.
Uh-huh.
You know? So, you know, that whole little energy. And he was like, yeah, like, you're perfect. Da-da-da-da. And I was like, no, sir. You never even asked me if this is who or what I even deal with.
Yeah.
You never asked me any of that. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, that's why I asked you out,
Now,
just to make sure.
Did he want you to be a sister wife, or did he want you to be...
I think he wanted me to start with a threesome.
Okay.
Like, I think that's where he wanted it to start.
Okay.
And I think that he wanted her to get to know me.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No,
Ever
sir.
been with a lady?
Huh?
Ever been with a lady?
No, but that's not even in me.
Okay.
Like, it's not even when I was in college, they used to say all girls think about being with another girl. And I'm like,
Who said that?
this used to, back in the day, when I was younger, this is talk that men would have, like boys and men would have around women to kind of like desensitize us to the thought process of being with other girls. That's what I say the agenda is.
Okay.
And it used to be this thing that, you know, men, we're not naturally gay, but women are naturally gay. Because women can smack each other's ass and look at each other's butts and titties and all that stuff. So y'all gotta be gay. Not realizing that we as women admire and love what we wish we had on ourselves with each other. It ain't got shit to do with sex. You know? So it was under that type of guise.
Say it again.
If she got a nice butt, she got a nice butt.
Exactly. I mean, there's no sexual arousal in the fact that you did that. You
How
did
did
that,
you
and
do
I'm
that?
proud of you because you look good.
You did some
You
of
know?
these. That's what you did.
No, what was it? One of these?
Was it the hydrants?
Right,
Yo.
please tell me.
Was it the donkey kicks?
Look,
'Cause I need to.
because you see me in there, we be
I need to
backing
do
it,
that.
rainbows, all
Right,
like,
like-
Yo, the rainbow though?
I
Yeah.
love the
You remember
rainbow.
the rainbow?
That's my
She
favorite.
calls it the rainbow, but
I
I
love
call
the
it the
rainbow.
U shape. So
I call it the rainbow, but I love it.
All right,
The rainbow's my favorite.
what
But
is the
anyway,
move? What is the move? You talking about the fire hydrant?
oh no. Okay, I'm sorry.
she's telling y'all about what I do.
Kickbacks.
No.
So-
It's like a U shape, so you gotta go.
The rainbow starts
and then
over.
up.
Hold on. You start here. You go up, and you come over on this side.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
so
And
that's
you
why
come
it's
up
called a
over
rainbow.
on this side.
That's not what
Gotcha.
I'm talking
You
about.
come up.
Uh-huh.
And then what I do that she's talking about is when I'm doing, I like to go up, back, and then I come up, and then I come up to the side.
Okay.
What it does
to
is
the side is the
is
actually
the hydrant one,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So what it is because I don't want my body to stiffen up, and I had hip and stuff issues.
Mm.
So I instead of just going like this,
Yeah.
to deal with the
flexibility.
joint,
Yeah.
I like to go like this.
I got you.
Well,
For when in the same, in
mobility.
that exercise. But anyway, that's off the subject.
Yeah.
So what ended up, so we sitting there and all of that.
Taste the
and-
rainbow.
But let me tell you, them rainbows be getting it. Because all the girls be like, Mom. I just be like, I just need the menopausal belly to catch up. Like, that bad boy, she don't move. But so, we be sitting there.
Her face off.
Because this is what we do at home. I'm talking to you the way me and Alana talk in the
I
house.
love it. I love
Like
it.
all day,
Love
all
it.
the time. Huh?
Love it.
This is us. But so while we're sitting there and everything, I was like, so let me get this straight. You are taken. and you asked me out without ever asking me if I wanted to be somebody's side chick, third wheel, or any of that. Like, no. I'm ready to go home. And he was like, now mind you, I only live about 5 minutes driving from there. And he was like, well, if you're telling me no, then you need to pay for half of all of this. Oh. And I was like, wait, but I ain't hardly even eat. And my drink only costs like $8, maybe like $7 or something. Because we talking about 2008. Okay. You know? So he was like, I said, you know what?
Oh, he had recession pockets.
Controversy, because you know folks don't want to hear about that one. Anyway,
it's the same pockets we got right now.
Controversy. So what is it? Democratic pockets?
Yeah.
But we don't talk about politics.
So much.
We don't talk about politics.
So much.
No. Anyway, so what I did, because I worked in restaurants. Remember, I was like, I've been a bartender. So I got up. I said, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. I saw my server. I said, come here, sir. I said, check this out. He told you to bring the bill and to split it in half, right? I said, let me see that bill real quick. My bill, my total was $6 and some change.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I was like, bet, check this out. I serve tables and I bartend. Here's a 20. You can split the bill if you want to. And then, you know, what did I say? I said you can split the bill if you want to, and you can get the difference for this $20, or you can give him that whole bill and keep this whole $20 as your tip. Because he wanted to split the whole bill in half. He wasn't just taking my drink off.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, so that's up to you. So if he split the whole bill in half, my part would have been like $13, maybe a little bit more.
Right.
So he walking away with $6 on my end, and probably this nigga not tipping his ass.
Yeah.
Or he walking away with a $20 bill and being like, your girl dipped. And I was like, sweetie, can I talk to your manager? The manager came out and said, check this out. I'm a fellow bartender, server. I'm in this industry with you. He's a jerk and I'm scared. Can I please go out your back door?
Word.
He said, yes, ma'am. I'll walk you out myself. I walked all the way back to in my motherfucking Steve Madden's. That nigga paid me. I was literally about to turn down the street to get me to my house when that motherfucker drove up in his car.
Yeah.
It took that long for him to realize, because it's like an almost 30-minute walk, because we in Atlanta.
Yeah.
5-minute drive be a 30-minute walk.
Facts.
He pulled up like, I can't believe you did that. I was like, you don't know me. Bye. You do not know me. Fucking forget about me. And if I ever see you again, I'm calling the police on that harassment. Adios. Bye.
Yo.
I told you back there, no. Bye.
Yeah.
And kept walking.
Folks be weird, yo. For real.
Weird as hell.
Not much have changed.
Oh, I had a Tinder date who was homeless.
Like me and men like me that have been working so diligently and not giving a damn about a spotlight, going and helping that it's allowed others to put themselves out there because they're looking at the money involved.
Right.
And what ends up happening is the vulnerable are giving away their trust so easily.
Right.
Like so easily, they're not doing
it's easy
effective
grooming.
research.
I mean, everybody can find that target, and then also when you talk about somebody being vulnerable like that, you're looking for someone to give you some information, and if you lie with confidence, it is perceived as truth.
There you go.